The brain has a built-in reset button that when you know how to activate it, you can take it out of that reactive state and put yourself in a position of choice. The reset button is attachment to the breath, and that is by simply moving your attention to your breath. In the moment, you begin to develop that muscle of presence. By cutting through the mind's tendency to want to project and create a fantasy of the future, or project into its memory of the past, or to go somewhere else other than in this moment, by cutting through your mind's tendency to do that, you start to allow yourself to get out of that reactive state. So this exercise will allow you to develop presence, but also in conjunction to develop a deeper level of awareness. Because it's with awareness then, awareness of the sensations in your body and that reactive tendency and the emotion that'll drive your thinking and your behavior, awareness of that puts you in the driver's seat to be able to do things differently. This breathing is simple, this exercise. It's a 2-minute breathing exercise, 2-minute meditation. Now, once you master this 2 minutes, you can stretch it out longer and longer. But at first, we're going to start with 2 minutes because when we have that reactive emotion, the brain releases cortisol through the bloodstream that lasts about 90 seconds. After 90 seconds, that cortisol is cleaned out of the bloodstream and the emotion is gone. On a physiological level, however, what we tend to do is play that story again and again and again. In our mental narrative, we can keep that emotion going, well, forever. We call it a grudge, anger, frustration, hurt, shame, guilt. Whatever the thing is, we will carry it. The work is to be able to put that down. And this simple process, this simple 2-minute meditation will allow you to do that. What we're not doing is filling the mind with content, but instead emptying the mind of content. So your job is not to think during this exercise, but to focus. We're not going to fill your mind with content. We're going to allow the content to leave and to sit in that open state. Only two instructions during this process. One is to focus singularly on the sensation of your breath as it enters and leaves your nose. That's it. Put your entire attention on your breathing as you inhale and exhale. Very simple. Number 2, when your mind wanders, simply bring it back. Continually bring your mind back to your breath. And your breath is that eternal anchor to the present moment. Continually bring your mind back to that, to your breath, to that anchor when it wanders. In this way, it's a process of focusing on your breathing and continually coming back, nothing more, for 2 minutes. So I'm going to ask you to sit upright in your chair, upright but not rigid, just upright and comfortable. And allow your mind to focus on the actual sensation of your breath in this moment. Inhale and exhale. When your mind wanders, simply notice that you've wandered and come back to your breath for just 2 minutes without moving your posture for 2 minutes, beginning and ending with the bell. Remember that chemical blood flow reaction that happens when you have an emotional reaction lasts 90 seconds. Practice 2-minute breathing. Make it a discipline. Make it the exercise you do to strengthen your mental muscle of presence and awareness. And I guarantee you're going to start to react less. You're going to feel less stress. You're going to feel more grounded. In fact, in those 2 minutes, you probably notice your body relaxed a little bit simply by changing and taking charge of and control of how your mind is functioning by reeling it in and just being focused in this present moment. Our bodies start to de-stress and relax. Practice 2-minute breathing twice a day as a starting point and watch what happens as you move through the world with greater conscious awareness.